Howdy, folks, how are y'all doing? Cub here, and welcome back to my Tekkit classic
Redux
Let's Play adventure. Mine, not this Brashiat Cub characters. I don't know why everyone is so obsessed with Brashiat Cub. I am my own person. I have memories, not many, strangely enough. I mostly remember watching videos. It's like someone sat me in front of a computer and said, "Here, this is who you are." And I watched videos, and it's almost like my schooling for me. It's like everything that I know, I learned that way. That's weird. I'm also not too concerned about it. I think I should be happy and content in making this series. This is what brings me my greatest joy. And today, we're going to be looking at something that can completely seep all the, just take the joy, just crush you and pull all the joy. It can extract the joy right out of your mangled body. It's called an extractor. It does what you think it would do. It extracts things, and while it might not seem necessary for us right now, especially when you consider, hey, wait a second, can't we just go in here and get pretty much all of the... Where did I put it? Where did it go? Where is it? I know I've got some somewhere. Where did it go? Where's the... Have I done... all of the resin I want out of here, it's good to have the extractor for some other things as well down the line. So we're going to need some refined iron, which I'm not sure if we have any of that, but we do certainly have quite a bit of iron, and we have our macerator here working a way to create copper. Ooh, we might be running out of power soon, though. We could probably afford to put what's left of our coal into our generator. We can get coal other places if we need to. Is the generator running? The generator ought to be running. I guess the only way we could tell is if we took a look back here at our... see, this is the problem with the way I've built this house, and I think the house is going to need to be addressed very soon because it's too small. But I think the number one problem is that, here we go, bat box. It's emptying. Coal needs to be put down here. Ah, there we go. Not a problem at all. I thought it was an issue. I was just having an off day. So we're going to take 8 of these, and we're going to cook them up so we'll have the items we need to build our machine block. Then we're also going to need a circuit here. Hold on. No, we got 5 of those down there. Well, you know what? More later might be useful. Now we're going to need some more copper as well. And the best way to do that would just be to get the copper dust. Put the copper dust in here. We'll save a piece because we're going to throw it back in there. No copper bars, though. Do I perchance have? I do perchance have one. So we'll put the copper bar here, and we'll get 24 of those. Good deal. We do our 3 copper bars surrounded by some rubber. Will give us... You know what? We need a lot of copper cables for this mod. I don't know why I haven't made more. And then tree taps, which we should all remember making a whole bunch of them. Unfortunately, I think they have to be completely new tree taps. I don't think you can use old ones. I'm gonna give it a try though, because everything is worth a try. And if you take anything away from this series, let it be that everything is worth trying. Even crime. Maybe not that one. But, you know, most things are indeed worth trying. This is wrong, isn't it? It totally is. I think the redstone goes on the outside. Here we go. So we've got that, and we've got this on top of it, and this is the moment of truth right here. We place these like so. No, of course not. We're going to have to create a new tree tap, and I knew that, and I should have just gone with my instinct. I did not, though. I allowed myself to believe that anything was worth trying, and you saw where it got me. It got me nowhere in life. Extractor! We're going to place it down, and I guess we'll place it down for now, even though this is, again, not ideal. Place it down back here, right next to this guy. And the main idea here is, and I want to try something, because someone said if I typed in a resin down here, because what we want is some sticky resin, and then I clicked up here, it would sort for me, but it doesn't look like that's working. I feel as though I've been lied to. Is there a reason for that, folks? Maybe if we double-click and we type in resin, and then we click up here. Kind of. But still not. I'm not sure how you're supposed to use this search bar to search the transmutation tablet
device.
But I've been told that it can be done. I'm sure people
aren't lying to me.
On the positive side, we do have a tree tap, so we can just go and get a sample of resin from this tree that hasn't grown yet. No, we can't. What we can do is get a bit of bone meal from the monsters that we've slaughtered, quite heartily too. There we go, and now we can get some
resin.
Take it back inside, and we'll see if we can't get some more. 6 pieces ought to do. We'll keep this one in here for safekeeping in case we need it later. And then if we put the resin in the extractor, wada bing, wada boom, when it's done, and if we're patient, and we must be patient, patience here is a key. Look at that, we'll get 3 rubber. Awesome, and we're gonna need a lot of that here in the future to create more and more machine block. Why do I have you still? Huh. Well, that's odd. I'm not gonna worry about it, I'll just take a nap, and we'll pretend like that didn't happen. Because sometimes weird things happen, and the best thing you can do is just pretend they didn't. So we'll let that keep going, and you know what? We've got some free time. Might as well see if we can't go ahead and fix up the house a bit, because it's a bit of a mess, and I don't want to make it any bigger. I kind of like the idea of keeping the house as small as possible for as long as possible. So I had an idea the other day. You can almost say it was like a dream, although I don't think that I dream. It's kind of when I'm done with this series, I just sort of check out, like I'm not doing anything anymore, which is odd. I'll admit it. I don't know what the cause of that is, but also, again, not going to worry about it because that's what I've been programmed to do. Just not worry about things. So we'll go ahead and break the roof, and we're also going to need more wood. I don't know if I have any. I probably should have checked that before I started this little endeavor. Not a whole lot. Not enough to do anything useful with. Let's go ahead and chop down one of these trees, or both of them, in fact. There we go. Oh, look, I'm getting achievements again. It's like a whole new game. Like I restarted? Like there was some kind of a reset. That doesn't make any sense, though, does it? Clearly everything's the same as it was. Fishy stuff going on. Very fishy stuff indeed. It's not going to bother me, though. I cannot let it bother me or it'll happen again. So, unfortunately, that ugly overhang there has to be a thing, but I can probably pretty it up a bit with just some basic items from around here. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, we did that. We'll replant these trees, and also we're gonna need to go find some standard trees, because we're gonna cut them down, and we're going to be using their trunks. Well, you'll see. La 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 la, lumberjacking now. La 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 la, lumberjack. How? Well, like this. It's pretty simple. You take an axe, you sharpen it, you get it good and sharp. You want a real good sharp one. Like the kind you could use to decapitate a body in one swing. And then you just swing it at a tree. And it kills it is what it does, because trees are alive. You're committing tree murder. It kind of gives you a bit of a thrill, doesn't it? So we're gonna have to tweak the ground a little bit to make this one work. What we're gonna do is we're gonna place this guy here. Excuse me, I'm going to need that back. Build it up like that. Okay, and do the same back here. All right, excellent. We're going to have our planks back again. Cool. So we've got a nice little kind of an overhang thing going on there. Next step is we're going to need to get some stairs, some ladders, I should say. And we've got plenty of those laying around since we didn't use all of them in a previous video. That'll give us access to right up here. And then it's just a matter of finishing up the roof. I'm also concerned that I might run out of marble. Ooh, I've got quite a bit though. I've got a stack and a little bit more than a stack and a half. That might be just enough to get it done. I shouldn't have started tearing this wall down though. We're gonna need this part of the roof. That was a mistake. I foolishly made a mistake. And I'm sure I'll suffer the consequences of that later. I'm always made to suffer for my mistakes. It's to teach me to never make mistakes again. Right, so this should be the last tier of this bit. There we go, so that's done. And now we just need to fill all of this in. But here's the question. Are we going to fill it in all the way to the... Yeah, I guess we are. I was going to say we might want to add a window to let some light in, but then again, maybe we don't have to. And, whoop, there it is. We've already run out of our nice, pretty planks, and that's okay, because we planted some trees earlier. We can just grab some more. I think one tree ought to do it, but again, I feel like it's always best to be prepared for anything and everything, because after all, that's the Boy Scout motto, although I'm not a Boy Scout. I think that I know some, but I don't know how or where I met them, so not sure what's going on there. I think always be prepared, though, is something that they've once said to me, or that I heard, or maybe someone heard and told me. I don't... it's weird. My brain has been getting all kerfuddled lately, quite easily at that. There we go. Cool, so now we have access to back here behind the machines. This looks like a place monsters would want to hang out, though, and we don't want monsters hanging out here. So we'll grab some torches. Thankfully, we do have a few. We'll place them up here. Maybe one to either side, like that. That looks pretty good. Or maybe tuck them away in the corners a bit more, so they don't poke out when you're downstairs looking up. Well, they still poke out, but it's better. And so now what we've done is, without increasing the ground level footprint any, we've added a nice overhang. We can get back here and access behind the machines. And from the outside, I'm sure it looks great. What could we do to make this better? Well, right off the bat, one thing we're going to need is some scaffolding, because we're going to have to do a bit more work out there. I think scaffolding is pretty straightforward. I think anyone can probably make it out. Oh, good gosh, I got disoriented. Okay, it looks like we're over it, though, so there we go. Plenty of that. Plenty of this. Plenty of scaffolding. 48 is more than enough. And if you've never seen scaffolding before, let me go ahead and show you why it's the greatest thing ever. So you place it down with a right click, and then left clicking just makes it taller, which is great because we need to climb up the side of it. Did I mention it can be used as a ladder? Well, it can, so now you know. So even if I didn't mention, you see you still got the education you needed. And now we just need the rest of this wood, and I hope I have enough. I didn't really count it out. Looks like we do, though. Oh, gosh. Oh, no. Stop it. Go back up to the top. There we go. I'm sure that'll look a bit nicer. We can just break out the bottom block. They'll all come tumbling down. No, that still doesn't look quite right, does it? I think the problem with the fact is that this side, the bottom is good, but then the top is just so flat. But what are we going to do about that, really? What could be done about that? All right. You know what? Maybe it is a bit lopsided and silly looking. Kind of reminds me of my personality. I like it, though. It looks like you've got half a house here, and maybe that's what we'll end up doing. Maybe we'll end up coming off this other side, or this other end here with the other side of the house eventually. As of right now, though, it might just look like this for a while. And with a nice sunset in the west, we can take a look at this beautiful, 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 beautiful work of construction here, and just admire everything that's gone into it. We've got a lot done today. We built some scaffolding, we built up the house and made it quite a bit roomier on the inside, and we built an extractor. We also debunked the myth that you can search inside of this thing using this thing, because I just type in wood, and I type up here. There's no wood displayed, even though there should be, because wooden planks should show up here, but it doesn't. So anyone who told you that's a liar. Unless, if you shrink the display, you can get this in here along with the transmutation table, but still typing in wood doesn't seem to do anything, and I'm almost positive we have in fact taught wood to this machine. Yeah, look, it's even got some in there right now. But it doesn't keep it in there. We can't search for it. For instance, we've also, I'm sure, taught it saplings. Right? Saplings have been taught to it? No, it's just now learned saplings. Okay. Well, we also know that it knows wood, though. So if we type in wooden... I mean, if this was working, which it's not... Yeah, it's not working. Thanks for whoever came up with that great idea. Good gosh! Well, thank you folks so much for watching, and until next time, God bless you, and I'll see you later. Bye!